Nour, I have a problem. Nobody's reading my book.
You have a book?
I gave them to you. I gave you 8 signed copies of them.
Oh yeah, I used them as coasters. Hey guys, Nour here, and here are 4 reasons why nobody is reading your book. But first, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I upload new videos. Let's get started. Have you ever spoken to someone about your writing and just had the feeling that they just didn't take you seriously as a writer? You tell them about your progress and maybe even give them a chapter to read, but they quickly get distracted by something else. When you ask them what they think of your work, they say it's good, but let's be honest, they just don't seem enthusiastic about it. Now, if this person isn't a prolific reader, then there's nothing to be surprised about. They just don't have a soul. You can rest easy. Sort of. But if this person enjoys reading but gives you this bland treatment, then the problem is your book. Or better yet, the problem is you. But hey, don't worry, this isn't serious. In fact, it's easily solvable. You just need to figure out what you're doing wrong. There are typically 4 reasons that could be the culprit. Now, you might just be making all 4 of those mistakes or just 1 or 2. The first reason is that you're just not acting enthusiastic about your book. You might talk about it, but let's be honest, that's just not the same as being proud of it. A lot of newbie writers or writers who aren't necessarily new to writing but just aren't comfortable boasting about their book or themselves tend to talk about their book as if they're talking about a homework assignment they had to turn in. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll get an A, but I think I did good, but I'm trying not to get my hopes up. That's probably what you sound like if you don't know how to boast. And guess what? If you're not excited about your own book, then why should anyone else be excited about it? And I get it, a lot of us like being humble. At least I hope you guys do. But there's a time when being humble is just not good for you. Brag about your hard work. If you have someone's attention, don't just lose it by telling them your book is just okay. Why would they read it if it's just okay? And if your book legit sucks and needs work, don't tell people it sucks. Tell people you're in the process of editing and go actually make your book better. Here's a shameless plug for you. My book Divinity Falling is coming out in a few months and it's so great. You guys are going to love it and I can't wait for you guys to read it. I'm super excited. Release date to be announced. Okay, another reason why people aren't reading your book or showing interest is possibly because your elevator pitch isn't really a pitch. Someone asks what your book is about and you freeze or laugh nervously. And then you say, it's a long story. It's too hard to explain. And you've lost a potential reader. Okay, I'm a little guilty of this myself, but usually after I laugh nervously, I get my act together and form a coherent 2-sentence summary of my book. And eventually, I just learned those 2 sentences and stopped laughing nervously before speaking. The best way to master an elevator pitch is to write a 1 to 2 sentence summary of your book and then memorize it. Basically, what is the main conflict of your story and how does it affect your main character? Mine is, my female heroine's brother gets kidnapped into hell and the only way to get him back is to start selling human souls. Meanwhile, this fallen angel turned human keeps trying to get in her way and keeps lecturing her about morals. Bam! That's it! That's all you need, no nervous giggles. Another reason why no one's reading your book might just be your actual blurb. If you're giving your blurb to readers or to literary agents or publishers in queries and getting no response back or even rejections, consider if your blurb is missing something. Perhaps it's missing conflict or urgency. Plus, what might initially seem like a good blurb might be pretty bland when you look at it with fresh eyes, which was my case months ago when I first wrote Divinity Falling's blurb. I was trying so hard to avoid spoilers that I kept out the most important details that would entice readers. So take a look at your blurb and then take a look at successful blurbs and see if you're missing something. I've learned that a second go at a blurb is usually a good idea. And the last possible reason why no one is reading your book might just be the first thing they actually read in your book. The first page of your book can make or break it for you. If nothing exciting is going on or your reader sees a lot of typos and grammar mistakes, they're less likely to continue reading. It's not professional and clearly you didn't take the time to read your own work. Would you read a book where the sentences are full of misspelled words and nothing happens right away? Not even an exciting conversation? No, of course not. So if you're guilty of this, don't put your reader through that. Fix your book first and then let them read it. It's all about revisions, revisions, revisions. And if you have to write the first chapter, then so be it. And yeah, those are probably the 4 reasons no one is reading your book even though you keep telling them about it. Let me know in the comments, are you or have you ever been guilty of these? I know I have in the past. There you have it, 4 reasons why nobody is reading your book. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, check out my others, and subscribe to support my channel. And remember, Nour for president!